Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. As you can see, my outfit has slightly changed since last time. I think I did this off stream, but yeah, I now have this really dorky looking dwarf outfit. I'm not a massive fan of it personally, but it gives the best stats, and I'm not really in a position to do glamours at the moment. So as always, I need to do my little stream setup rituals, because for whatever reasons I can't do this whilst off stream, so bear with me one moment. Just going into the stream settings on my PC. Where are you? Go live. Oh, so excruciating. Okay, there's that. Now to get the stream up on my phone so I can actually see comments. RAB-Toons. There we go, let me just pause that. Oh, we've already got some people. Hello, Nemo Vern. Hello, Claire. Valentine. Hello, Mathnaut. Carl Harrison. Doobie, as always. Pleasure. Just saw the notification on PSN. Ah, yes, I always make sure to send you a notification if you're on my PSN friends list. So, today we're tackling Mount Gulg. As you can see, Mount Gulg has been pulled to the ground, which happened last stream. For some reason I can't zoom out to show you. There you go. Check out my dorky dwarf outfit. I hate it. And as always, we're going to use the trusts. And without further ado, let's tackle Mount Gulg. So let's form our team. Alphino, Alize, and Ishtola. That's a pretty solid team right there, so I will go for that. And let's do this thing. If he's on the same DC, I could pass you with him. Are you on Ether on Adamantois? That's where I'm at. I think Ether is Adamantois. I wonder if I can include the actual Mount Gulg theme in this dungeon somewhere. That's one badass looking golem. Or whatever they called it. I can't remember what they actually called them now. So here we are with Alize, Alphino, and Ishtola. Let's do this. So it is you. Ooh, voice acting. You will not defile my new paradise. So I picked up some tips from people leaving comments on the last video. Seems I've been doing a lot of area of effect attacks without even realising it, so my bad. So if you do have any advice, do chuck it my way, because absolutely I do listen to all comments and take on feedback. And as I always say, I'm not the best player at this game. Sadly, no, I'm on Malboro Crystal Data Center. Oh, that's a shame. You could always world visit sometime. I think that works, doesn't it? I always wanted to play Final Fantasy XIV, but I don't have internet at home. Oh, that's a shame. If you ever get it, though, do check this game out. Like, at least give the trial a go. It's been a lot of fun. Use the Darkest Night on cooldown when you have a large group beating on you. Darkest Night. Darkest Night. Oh, do I not actually have that on my hotbar? Ooh, major oof right there. Let me fix that. Duty, actions. Or do you mean the Blackest Night? I guess I'll get rid of that one. Oh no, I already have that one. Oh, so I got rid of my ether compass for nothing. Hang on. Edge of Shadow. Do I have Edge of Shadow on here? Yes, I do. Okay, I think we're good for now. Alright, cool. Pressing on. Oof. Major oof. F in the chat, boys. Shut up, King Rab. I don't know what your problem with the word oof is. Oh shit. Sneaky fucker getting in the back there. I do think I have a cold coming on, so my voice may sound weird today, guys, but as always, I don't get a lot of time to do this, so I thought, you know, sore throat or no, I'm gonna give this a go. I would like to see the end of this story someday. I mean, I have been toying with the idea of having like a separate character which I run through the story on for myself personally, but I kind of been enjoying the whole experiencing this story for the first time on air to give you guys my sort of, you know, pure first time reaction to all the cutscenes and revelations and all that shit. It gives you a free shot of Edge, Flood of Shadow, and saves a chunk of your HP. It's the defining ability of DKs. Cheese a lot of mechanics with that. Cool. Oh, hello, Gravy, not no last name. Cheers from the US. Well, there's quite a lot of objectives in this dungeon. Hopefully I can get it done in this stream. I know there's a boss fight right after this dungeon, like that's separate to the dungeon itself. So I'm hoping I can at least get that done as well. Oh shit. Don't stand in the bad shit. There, I have the stream up on my PS4, now I can chat on my phone. Sweet. The more people chatting, the better. Because it is very hard to talk to yourself when there aren't people talking back to you. But that's the beauty of trying to build up your repertoire on here. Forgiven hypocrisy. Interesting. I don't know why that filtered your comment there, Mathnaut. / siphon / solitaire. / siphon strike. I'll do it on the next enemy. Talos, that's it. They're not golems, they're Taloses. Oh shit. I mean, I know those kind of things are always like just for show and tell, like, you know, to show off their graphic capability, but they always sort of make me flinch a little bit when things like that happen in dungeons. Climbing? Oh, for fuck's sake, I misspelled the stream name. Oh, Jesus Christ. I am a fucking idiot. Like, I am such a perfectionist when it comes to spelling as well, so I can't believe I did that. Oh, man. Thanks for pointing that out, Fletcher. Oh, yeah, shit. Hard slash. Siphon strike. Talos is your friend. Have you played Final Fantasy VIII Remake? I assume you mean Final Fantasy VIII Remaster, and no, I haven't. Gotta say, but on terms of replaying Final Fantasy VIII is definitely on the lower tier of games I would play again. I don't outright hate Final Fantasy VIII, like, you know, like a lot of people do. But yeah, in terms of replaying, not my bag. Come on, gang. Let's climbing this mountain. I fucking misspelled the stream. I'll fix it when the upload goes up, if I remember. Maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe it could be like a charming little typo on the title just for you guys. So, good news guys, for you people looking forward to Final Fantasy XIII in a nutshell, I have actually finished the animation. That's right, it is now completed. So the next step is basically just going through the animation, making sure there's no flying mouth movements. There's always bound to be one I'll miss, someone will point out and I'll forever hate myself, but cleaning up audio as well, sound effects, fine-tuning like comedic timing on some jokes as well. If you're an Outcast fan, and you're a fan of the Outcast's adventures and what's going to happen next, you may be disappointed with this episode because it doesn't really progress the Outcast story, but there is going to be a Outcast post-credit scene for you to enjoy. It's very brief, and just provides a little backstory to the Outcast adventures, but it doesn't pick up on the cliffhanger to do with Gilgamesh, unfortunately, so yeah. No, don't hate yourself. I'm just kidding. I don't really hate myself. I hate everyone else instead. Ooh, classic A Realm Reborn battle theme. Interesting choice. You're awesome. Thank you, Claire. Alright, so hopefully like other Trust dungeons, I won't die on the first boss, which has been a common theme when I'm doing these dungeons. I just heard a noise that sounds like Alphino's pet died. Whenever you're about to get hit by something, use TBM. TBM? Oh, the Blackest Night. Get down here, you. Problem is, I've got my 1-2-3 combos spread across 2 different hotbars. I think I might go back and fix that at some point. I've been told many times it's, oh shit. Ouch. This hotbar setting is not ideal for playing Dark Knight. And to be honest, it's because I just let the hotbar fill itself as I gained abilities, which is like the default when playing through game. Oh shit, I'm dying fast. Where is the Blackest Night? It is that one there. Come on guys, we got him on the ropes. Shit, turned great off by accident. Ow, my nads. Do your job, Alfie. I know, right? You can display and use 2 bars at once. Turn that on, you'll thank me. Can you? Ah, shit, I died. F in the chat, boys. We got our first dungeon death. I think I want to play this game now. Do it, Theron, if you can. I definitely recommend it. Doing the run of shame back to the first boss. So how's my mic sounding today, guys? Because I've noticed in the past that where I've had my mic right next to the PS4, and because my PS4 is old as shit, its fan is extremely loud. And I noticed you can hear it quite loudly in some of my streams, so I've now moved it further away from the PS4. It's now more to the left of me. So I think it should sound better, but when I was testing the microphone audio, I could hear my fan very loudly. It's crazy to think the PS4 can be old enough now to when I got it, to have these kind of problems. Audio leveling is fine. It's called WXHP. Okay, I'll definitely have to look into extended hotbar after this dungeon. But for now, I will suffer. Like G did. That's a House of the Dead classic reference for those of you who've played House of the Dead. Character config, hotbar settings, custom, enable expanded controls for future reference. Okay, I will remember to check back the comments and refer to yours when doing that. Heal me. Okay, I think I used Darkest Night correctly there. In typical tank fashion, I will now blame the healer. Ow. But I can't stop myself from using Flood of Darkness. Oh. What's killing me? If I die on this boss again, I may quit and maybe form an actual human party. I'm not sure what's killing me though. I'm not seeing, because my health seems to be fine right before I die. It seems to be one of these weird mechanics I'm missing. To be fair, the healer is alpha now. Let's give this one good old-fashioned try again. Yeah, I've heard that if you watch the NPCs, you learn the mechanics, but I swear they're just wandering around aimlessly half the time there. Something is happening, go where they go. Alright. Take 42. I'm just kidding, it's not actually fake Take 42 if you've just joined in. Right, I'm just gonna go where they go. Right, I'll follow Alize. She seems to know what she's doing. Must stop using Flood of Darkness. Okay, I can't see Alize, so I'm gonna go where Alphino is now. Fuck's sake, stop it, Raptoon, you're fucking it up. Okay, I'm gonna literally stand where they're standing, because I was just standing with them and I got hit there. I'm just mad because I'm bad. Okay, that seemed to work that time. Do 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 do. Nope, must stick with the gang. There we go. Listening to the stream comments pays off. Okay, I've got a good feeling about this one. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. Oh no 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 no! Oh, thank God for that. That could have been disastrous. I can't help it, it's just there, I keep pressing it, I'm so sorry. I am terrible. Oh, I did it. Yay, cool. Oof, keep up the fight, F, am I right, boys? Hey, Piano. Hey, Rab, it's been a long few years, old friend. How life been treating you? Not too bad, Elijah. Just hit your CDs at that point, should be enough. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. I actually finally got through that boss. Yay, minor achievement. Where am I going? Ooh, forgiveness braces of aiming. Is that something I can equip? No. So have you guys seen my new outfit? It's terrible. Look at this shit. Can't wait to get the end game, like, gear so I can actually put like a decent outfit back on. You know, like the Dark Knight armor I started this expansion with. Good times. Good times. What's with the oof, Rab? It's because King Rab really doesn't like it when I say oof. I don't know what his problem with it is, but ever since I learned that he doesn't like me saying it, I try and say it as much as possible. Oof, major oof, am I right, guys? Can I get an F in the chat? You're a tank, bending gear. Major oofage. He is face rolling his hotbar, laughing my ass off. I'm doing what now? I did warn you, I am like the worst player at this game ever. Second worst. I mean, at least I pay attention to the nasty yellow markers on the ground that tell you when attacks are happening. At least I always have that. Sometimes. Ooh, big glowy doorway. We can see your input, you're all over the place. Lol.
I will not suffer it.
Shut up! Bloody ball free. Oh, it's a demon wall. A classic Final Fantasy enemy type. Well, it's not actually called demon wall, but I can see what they were going for. Ah! Let me just adjust myself. Ah! Man, sitting on the floor when you're 30 years old. Just no. Okay. Rocking on. Wow, what a view. I bet this would look a lot better on PC. Sadly, my PC doesn't seem to be able to handle high-end graphics anymore. Oh, hang on, I've lost the chat. Alize will be stupid aggressive with that limit break too. You're 30? Yeah. I don't look at her. Well, actually no, I'm 29, but I might as well be 30 because I'm 30 this year. Yeah, this dude's got boobs on his back. Check out them honkers. Damn, bro. Yeah, I have half a mind to transfer over just to help with this and your gear. Lol. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of get a little bit of joy out of the people in the comments saying how bad I am at this game and how much I make them cringe. I should have done this expansion as a ninja. That's more my preferred role, as I'm actually quite proficient at it, I would say. I mainly did Dark Knight to sort of add that extra layer of immersion, because you know, you're becoming the Warrior of Darkness. So I thought, you know, why not pick up the Dark Knight job and really go for it, really ham it up. Well, this place is very white. And Burra, I have not forgotten about your message with the hotbar setup in it. I'm just trying to figure out a good way to be able to look at your image and look at the game at the same time without having to keep switching back and forth, so I can easily replicate what you've showed me, if that makes sense. I can only imagine you doing Mudra with this setup. That would make a lot of sense. Lol, Innocence is going to be fun. Yeah. But at least with Innocence I will have humans assisting me, so, you know, they'll be able to make up for my doo-doos. Wow, this place is very immaculate. Hint, hint. Ooh, second boss time. It's a face on a wall. Alright, where are they standing? Okay, they're standing over there, but... oh no, I can hit him from here. Weird. So I'm striking at nothing, yet it's still hitting him. Logic. Hopefully that will still hit him. Okay, so he's a giant Rubik's Cube. I'm almost tempted to reference Final Fantasy XIII in nutshell jokes, but I keep forgetting you guys haven't seen it yet, 'cause it's not out yet. But it is finished. Tank stance. Oh no, have I not got tank stance on? Whoopsie! Could have swore I didn't press that button. I think I know what the problem is, because I'm so used to playing Ninja, which is a lot of button mashing. As a tank, I tend to just button mash accidentally out of sort of like muscle memory. So I think that's why I keep accidentally hitting tank stance off, and I'm fairly certain I was supposed to stand there, but we'll soon find out. Okay, I think standing over there was fine. Man, I can't wait to run these dungeons with, like, human players. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. What about that Halo nutshell, hey? How about Hail No? I don't play Halo, unfortunately, so I can probably safely say you will never see a Halo in a nutshell. Sup, Rab? Hello, James. Kick butt, Raz. Hey, then. Come on, let's kill this bad boy. There we go. Chris! Should be using Edge over Flood too. Edge, Edge, Edge. Okay. Okay. Mental note, use Edge, not Flood. In fact, could I just even get rid of Flood from my hotbar? You are...
Righteousness will prevail.
You are a pain in the ass, is what you are. You're not righteousness. Get over yourself. What's up, ladies?
Can't you do anything by yourself?
Oh, he's getting mad. Okay, let's use Edge of Shadow. Also, if playing this with humans, these enemies will die a lot quicker. Really, Ali's eggs, it does seem like you're holding back quite a lot. How about a Metal Gear parody? I'd say a Metal Gear parody is a lot more likely than a Halo parody. That's about as much as I can say about that. I've only ever played the first half an hour of Metal Gear Solid 1. Same for 2. Never played 3, but I know the infamous song and the ladder sequence from it. And Metal Gear Solid 4, I have seen the last few cutscenes. I can't remember why I only watched the cutscenes, but I was interested for some reason. I think I was obsessed with... because I was looking up Raiden from Metal Gear Solid, and I saw that in his... apparently in one of the games he had his spine and top half of his head removed from his body and put into a cyborg body. And I'm kind of weird, I find concepts like that really interesting. I want to see if there was like a cutscene that showed that sequence or anything alluding to it, because I just wanted to see how it was displayed on screen, and unfortunately I never found anything relating to it. There we go. Snake Eater, yes, that is a very good song. Calling to the night. I actually found that song through playing Smash Bros. Melee. So I was just in a random battle once, and I heard that song, and I was like, oh, this is a really cool song, I'll look it up. Oh, it's from Metal Gear Solid. Oh, that's cool. Never got me to play it though, unfortunately. Oh, it hurts to watch Alize as an RDM. Red Mage. Yes, yes it does. I bet it hurts more to watch me as a tank though. Damn it, I keep using Flood of Darkness. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear! Raiden is pretty dope. Always use Flood on multiple enemies. Ah, yes. There we go. Can't put my finger on what this place reminds me of. It reminds me of a different game, but I'm not sure what. I want to say Kingdom Hearts, but I'm not sure that's it. Ooh, Codex of the Forgiven. I'm actually leveling up a summoner on the side. I think Codexes are for summoners. Damn son, there's so much going on the screen, I can't really keep up. There's like 4 enemies here. Yes, we'll bloody well do then. Hello, Reg. How is there only 20 people watching? Well, that's because this channel is mainly known for animation parodies, and this isn't exactly an animation parody. That's the only reason I chalk it up to. But the people who are here, I am grateful for. I mean, I saw a post the other day that sort of put it into perspective. If you have 5 people watching, you've got a room full. If you've got 20 people watching, you've got a classroom full. And so on. Basically, it works up through the amount of people like that. Oh. Whipped cream boy. You can show your gratitude by letting us help. I am listening to what you say, it's just muscle memory is making me override your logic. I'm not doing it deliberately. Okay, I need to adjust. Ow! Make sure to be using Blood Weapon 2, gives you MP and 10 on every weapon skill. Pro tip, zoom your camera out to see what's going on. Now you can completely rearrange skills, just put Dark Knight skills wherever similar ones are for your ninja. Yeah, it took me a while to unlearn my samurai muscle memory for Dark Knight when I played as that. Yay, final boss time. Well, not final boss of the expansion, but final boss of this dungeon. Hello, nurse. Forgiving obscenity. Very interesting. Alright, just give me a second. Here we go. He mad. Also, I love how his voice is shouting just as if he was right next to us rather than, you know, echoing through the land. I just had to look back at the Final Fantasy XIII Nutshell teaser for the hell of it. Well, I can say with pure confidence it will be out next week. Obviously Patreon pledges get it first for 3 or 4 days, but the animation itself is actually done. Okay, what's going on here? Are we licking her feet? Oh shit. Which one is the real one? Ooh, what does that mean? I'm gonna go where they go. How did that still hit me? How? I think the 13 nutshell is going to be my favourite one yet. Ah, is that because you have a very large part in it, Ben? I'm kidding. I'm sure you like it on its own merit. I have mixed opinions on it. I don't know whether people are going to love it or hate it, because it's not. It's a bit different from the other nutshells, and you'll probably see why when it actually comes out. And then 14 in a nutshell is going to be really different.
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
I'm sure she's shaking in her non-existent boots. Oh, where are we going, gang? Slide to the right. Slide to the left. Hard slash. Everybody siphon strike. Oh yeah, if you're also a fan of my bad singing, you'll see that in 13 in a nutshell. I can promise you that. Do-do-do-do. Yes! Got it on the first try. And I genuinely did. It was completely by accident that he used TBM correctly, boys. No, I completely used it for the intended purpose. You were singing? Yeah. Do. Hey guys, where were you back there when I needed you? Now I feel like doing a Final Fantasy parody of the Cha-Cha slide. Thanks, Raz. Thanks a bunch. Do it, Ben. That'll be great. What are we going to get today? Grimoire of the Forgiven. Give me stuff I can actually use. Wow, we got that dungeon finished a lot quicker than I thought it was going to take. GG. I will definitely have time to do the boss battle after this.
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vorthra's hiding place.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your heads?
Tone down the echo effect there, Vorthry.
Your wickedness, you stand to gain naught.
I have no idea how you were supposed to understand that without subtitles.
Had you only trusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means, ignorant as I was. I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words.
Damn, Alphino. That's basically saying peace is not an option.
You say. Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vorthri. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it. Everyone who stands with us has something precious, something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not another word!
Yeah.
You presume to lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and sin-eater both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
Hint,
He
hint.
seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
Ooh, there's a rainbow outside. Wow, that's beautiful.
Find Vorthri. We will hold the Eaters here. Come! Let's finish this!
I love my cattle prod sword. What? Let's finish this, so I put my sword away and run ahead. Oh, so they're gonna handle the angels and I go after Vorthri. Suits me. The crown of the Immaculate is now accessible. Okay, because you can't do trials with trusts, we are now going to potentially be waiting now. Well, there's not a lot of trials in this expansion, because I know I'm very, very, very close to the end now. Okay, this hopefully shouldn't take long, but maybe I can use it as an excuse to chat with you guys, because now I can now fully concentrate on the comments. Always stay hydrated, folks. Oh god, fix your bar before you hurt others. Would you like a friend for the trial? Yeah, sure, Doobie. Hop on in. And if anyone else is on the same data center, feel free to hop in, visit RAB-Toons, and join me for this trial, because god damn, am I still only on 1 out of 2 out of 0 out of 2, 0 out of... Damn, this could take a while. Shit. Hope this doesn't eat too much into my streaming time. Fun fact, Rab, the stuff you got in this dungeon seemingly went into your inventory instead of your armory chest. Go to your inventory to equip that stuff, hitting recommended kit. Oh yeah, I remember I changed that a while ago, because I was trying to sort out my inventory and my armory chest, and having stuff go directly into my armory chest was slightly irritating me a little bit. Now you can change your hotbars, yay! Someone, anyone, get in there and help this man. Yeah, that health HP is insane. I'm going to definitely need your help writing that song, Raz. Unfortunately, my computer is in the shop until Monday, but I'm going to get to it. Yeah, sure, Ben, I can definitely give you some ideas. I mean, I was half joking, but it could be fun to have a Final Fantasy parody song to put on the channel that we can work on together. I have been meaning to upload your version of Circle of Life from Silent Hill at some point, but I want to put the lyrics up on the screen, so I want the lyrics to appear on the screen so people know what the lyrics are, like a lyric video. This trial sometimes takes a while. Okay, so we've got 1 DPS. That's good. My leg is really itchy. Alright, so let's fix my hotbar. Oops, I've accidentally locked my phone screen. Okay, let's have a look. Does anyone know if there's a way to make so your hotbar is black, like, you know, wipe your hotbar entirely and then just start again? Hang on, so I need to go back and find that comment that said how to have 2 hotbars on screen at once. It seems I can't scroll back that far, and that sucks. Okay, if someone wants to remind me how to do that, I will fix that. Cross custom, enable crossbar display type. Enable expanded controls with L2 and R2. I don't think I'll mess with that. I think I got what I needed. Okay, what difference has that made? Not exactly sure. Oh, that's what player versus PvE. What's PvE? Player versus event. Ah, I see. Chat log. I'm not bound by duty. Is it because I'm in this area? Really? It's a shame, I kind of want to hang out here. Oh, it's because you're using Duty Finder. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna have to abandon this Duty Finder. And then... there we go. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Stephen Collins. Alright, let's register for that duty again. Also, for people who play this on PS4, I don't know if you knew this, it saved me a lot of time, but if you go into Duty Finder and tick a duty, you can actually just press triangle to start the Duty Finder process. It saves you like going all the way down here to hit apply and whatnot. I just thought if anyone didn't know that who plays on PS4, well now you know. Double tap R2, L2. Have I done it wrong? Because that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh damn, that was fast. Okay, we'll definitely fix the hotbar after this. Lol, what? I've been on PS4 like 5 years and I didn't know that. Oh, I'm glad I could educate someone today, Stephen. Yeah, you're gonna have to watch me suffer through this hotbar for one more trial. Look at this chunky boy.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god!
Grabs popcorn. Okay, so now I'm playing with actual humans. This should hopefully be a lot better. Gotta say, I didn't think we were actually going to fight this guy in his fat boy form. For free, I mean. So yes, a bunch of new players. This should be interesting. Indeed. Ow. Okay, we did something wrong there. A lot of us are dead. Oops. Derp, 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 derp. That's a certified wipe right there, folks. F in the chat. Oh. Well, I forgot this game looked good while everyone else's effect on. Ah! Fuck's sake, hang on, the phone's ringing. Never mind, it was a spam caller. Gotta say, this music is definitely a bop. At least I'm not accidentally turning grit off this time. Aha, good last with a spam call. Yeah, our house phone gets spam phone calls like all day. It's never actually like a decent human being on the other line. I can kind of see why people may turn other players' effects off with fights like this. Like, can you even make out what's going on in this fight? Like, I'm zoomed all the way out as well. Lol, 4 kids game. No. Ah, I can't move. You have new followers, Mobile81. Interesting. Is that someone in the chat screen there, guys? Mobile81? Someone should send some clips of this to Arthur's and get his reaction. I have other characters' animations and effects limited, so it's less noisy on screen. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I mean, look at this mess, it's just like a flash of lights and sparks and spikes and all kinds of... Well, so long as it's back there. Here it comes.
I see now. This is the passion of my ascension. Very well. I shall embrace this fight.
Oh no, he's hot! Damn, all 3 hell with a glow up. Jenny Krieg's works. That's the Atkins diet. It was me, Dio! I don't know how that line's actually said, I've never watched JoJo. Don't crucify me. Diamond Dog Fairy tries to comfort innocence. I love it when people use random emotes on boss fights. Like I saw Lalafell continuously pet La Habrea during a Praetorium run. That was quite funny. Thought of this, you know, godly being all-powerful, being petted by a tiny Lalafell who's not taking it seriously. Definitely gotta get this music on my iPod when I'm finished. Ow. Have you done the Labyrinth of the Ancient story? Hell yeah! Okay, not sure what we're doing here, but I assume we're gonna have to kill these things before that bar fills up. Damn, our health is not doing so good right now. Okay, now we're doing a little bit better, that's good. 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 Man, please just use a full combo. Ow. Do we actually have any healers left? Stack, stack, stack. Damn, so I don't know where to fucking stand in this. Mother. Ah, shit. Shitty testicles. Oh, please don't die, guys. Kill the one with the tether first. Man, please just shoot. Come on, healers. Oh no, that's another healer gone. This is going to be a certified wipe. Come on, healer. Yes! It would be very unepic if I had to do this fight again on stream. Not feeling so good about this run. We're fucked, aren't we? Oh no, there's a hero alive. Come on. We can pull this back, maybe. Yeah, there is no way we're doing this. Nope. That's a certified wipe. It's also a certified bra moment. Genova, very little mood, enthusiastic lally ho for 2 instance. Don't mean to put pressure on them, but
I see now. This is the passion of my ascension. Very well. I shall embrace this fight. Feel my wrath.
sorry if I've gone quiet, but I'm trying to actually focus and take this fight a bit more seriously. No worries, man. This is mainly area of effect dodge and burn. It's fine, we're rooting for you. Thank you, guys. One's with the Tavos first, as someone rightly notified me. Yeah, I'm surprised no one actually has quit yet. Normally it only takes one wipe for some people to start dropping, but no, this team is a hanger-on, which is good. Also, I just realised when you die, it doesn't make you do the Valkyrie part again, which is nice. Owie. I mean, you weren't kidding, this fight really is just area of effect, burn and dodge. I don't think there's been a trial with checkpoints before, has there? This is the first time I've actually noticed that it doesn't make you do the whole fight again if you wipe, which is definitely a bonus, especially with that lengthy transformation sequence. Some raids have checkpoints for fights. Huh. Interesting. Can someone tell me what this particular area of effect is supposed to mean? When it's a circle around you and the circle moves with you. Never quite sure what to do with those. I pretty much get all the others, you know. Stay out of the yellow ones, the stack ones, everyone has to gather in the middle, etc. But that one always... I'm never quite sure what you're meant to be doing. Okay, I've got a good feeling about this one. Man, an ultimate fight version of this fight would fucking suck. This is hard enough as it is. At least the music's amazing. Those that follow you, just make sure not to overlap with others. See, I thought that's what it was, and I'm glad to actually finally be validated and that's what it's supposed to be. So I have been doing it somewhat right every time I've seen that. Oh, cool, we did it. Yay. You're an all-powerful bitch. Cool. I don't know. I guess you get the commendation since everyone else bailed. Took today's just to queue for this. I have not used this many frame cells in a while. Now I can move on with the story, shaking my head. Lol. Huh, that's interesting. It wouldn't let me give you a player commendation, Doobie. I assume that's because you're my friend. Kind of sucks. And you get a pet. That's a good doobie. Cool. Smite the pretty boy villain. Raz, great work. This is where the story gets turned up a notch. Cool, I am now looking forward to moving on with this story after a month. Is that for free? I see. It's finally over then. Now, night will return to all of Northront, bringing salvation to both of our worlds. I completely... Because there's been so much voice dialogue, I completely forgot I was voicing some of the unvoiced dialogue in these streams. Upon speaking with Ryan, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Should you leave the area, you may return here by speaking with the sentry posted at the entrance to Mount Gulg. Ooh. I'm going to take this chance to observe his body. That is a really cool wing design. And I can't believe we're still in a day and age of gaming where this happens. You see his body? Yeah, yeah. Oh, gone. Oh, 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 oh. Alright guys, I'm not going to end the stream, but I'm going to warn you now, because the game gave me a warning. There is about to be a lot of cutscenes apparently, so grab your popcorn, get a drink, go to the bathroom, because apparently we're going to be in for a long haul here. Hotbar fixing time. Oh no, sorry. Definitely after these cutscenes. Here we go.
Righteousness! I am a god. That is why I was born as man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me. Worship me.
That voice is so weird coming out of that body.
How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you.
Look at me in my big puffy jacket thing. Can you die a bit quicker, please?
Damn you! I am your god.
Bye bye, Vorfrey. Avengers reference. In the chat, not what I'm witnessing now. Yes, give me your light. Ah, so good. Oh. It hurts so good.
Look, the sky.
And again, it's always nighttime when this happens. Like, it's just conveniently nighttime every time the sky turns back to normal. I'm definitely going to make a joke about that in a nutshell when I get to Shadowbringers in about 10 years' time. The soothing sounds of Raz orgasming ASMR.
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
Yo, who dat?
Subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Is that Emmett?
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
Who are you? Oi, oi! Cockney geezer! Let me bleed
ya.
ya.
The intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal, one that will ensure the longevity of your reign.
That's definitely Emmett.
But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being, a king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Yeah, we know what Emmett looks like. Just show us him in the cloak, please. How is Babby formed? Ah, baby Wolfrey.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line should be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions.
Yeah, you missed me doing the dungeon and fighting Wolfrey and then sexy Wolfrey. Now apparently we're watching a long succession of cutscenes.
Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth seal your supremacy.
Oh man, I want to see Emmett in an Ascian robe. So basically he was always destined to become fat and lazy.
Are you alright?
No. No, I'm clutching my head and writhing around in pain just for the fun of it.
12 for Fend. He cannot contain the light. He's beginning to turn.
I got
Orionte,
it!
If you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
It's changing back.
Oh man. Oh, I want the night sky.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so
Crystal
I
X
shall
Arc.
relieve you of it.
I think that Vorfrey facial gave you something, Raz.
Exarch, what are you doing?
He gave me light chlamydia.
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with him as you please.
Do not interfere!
Damn, Orionte. It's the most aggressive I've ever heard him speak.
I beseech you all, let him go!
You knew of this, Orionte. 'Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrend.
At journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
I already know who it is, but... Aww.
Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
What a shocking revelation I didn't have spoiled for me months ago. Damn.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
You bastard!
Oh my god, they killed Crystal Exarch. You bastard!
Whether it remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be.
Hey, fuck you.
I placed my faith in you. Let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now. Halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
I'm gonna accuse him. It said your name on the text box. It must have been you.
I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri. But thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided he could contain and control the light. If not, then he, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Lightwaters willy-nilly.
Hello, Alan.
Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a sin eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into sin eaters. And in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you. But before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished.
This is totally what I would see in a fever dream at night.
Ah, the irony. What Vorfrey achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
You're coming with me.
I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero.
Game over. Bad ending.
I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes.
Hello, song for everything.
Till then, I bid you farewell. Eater.
Bye. I go sleepy night night. Oh, what a revelation. Is it Ardbert time? I do miss Ardbert. Yay, Ardbert.
Ah, finally.
It was all a dream. What happened?
After you collapsed, Emmet's self vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable.
The inevitable. I think we all knew Emmett was going to betray everyone.
You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it.
What's the sky going back to fucked up light mode? This whole game has been an ad campaign for dark mode on mobile phones. Oh man.
It's like this all over. The whole of Northrant is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you. And the... No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. Now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you.
Well, time to do it all again. Yep, time to do all those dungeons and bosses once more. What does that mean? You are all the dungeon bosses.
Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
How does it feel to be the cause of the end of the world? Pretty good. I am the decider. So I'm the light warden of, like, everything now. Cool. I'd like to say I wouldn't let the power go to my head, but... I am the decider of Northrant. Ooh, more quests. Hey look, it's Doobie. Hi, Doobie. Cool outfit. How'd you like mine? It's very shit. The manager of Sweets seems surprised to see you up and about. Oh, sir, you're awake. You were injured during the foray on Mount Gulg, yes? I was here at my station, as always, when they carried you in a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigour. And to compound my worry, the sky has... well, I'm sure you've seen. It has everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while. Assuming you feel strong enough, would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens? Bragi was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. I'm playing Mother Teresa to the people of the Crystal Tower. The Crystarium. Oh shit, oh yeah, I forgot. I need to be doing my job quests at some point. I've gotten halfway through the Dark Knight one, or sorry, Tank ones rather. Kind of stopped when it got to Yulmore. I said I'd come back to him eventually, but yeah, I totally need to get those done because I've heard you can't actually finish the game without doing them. What are they all looking at? Oh, market board.
Well, well, look who's back from the dead. Aye, it was a grim sight. Your companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in, so I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle, so... And you, my friend, I feared you had one foot in the grave, cold and lifeless. You were like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor Exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked White, what is this world coming to? Bah, but moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay, it's time like these that we Crystarium folk stand tall and do what needs to be done. Trade with Yulmore is back on the table. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the Eaters, or whatever misery fates deem fit to throw us at next. Speaking of misery, Kesamel was worried sick about you. A healer wringing her hands is not a sight you ever wish to see, let me tell you.
Can you imagine if you travelled back to Eorzea and infected it with your light? Kinda wish I could. Those people of Eorzea deserve it. Yep, and you'll finally get the tank gear from the cover of the game's screen trailer. Yes, I won't do it on stream there, but I will definitely remember to do those job quests. Definitely been slacking in the side quest department. Oh yeah, gotta fix my hotbar. Can't keep putting that off. Okay. No, I'm not actually sure what that really does. Oh well. Yes, the role quests, aka Cry Time Central. You have to complete at least one job quest to continue the main quest. When you say complete, do you mean just do at least one in the quest line, or do you have to fully complete it? I swear I will always get lost exploring the Crystarium. Eventually anyways, fully complete one of the quest lines. But you still got a couple main quests to go before that roadblock. Okay, cool. Well, I've still got a bit more time, so I'll do a few more quests and then I'll call this stream a day.
Oh, sweetie, you're alive! No one's been allowed to see you. Even Spigorit's Jugurgans were forbidden for making visits. Ryan was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to Eta corruption, so I suppose there was little any of us could have done for you in any case. As for your companions, they've been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure to your condition. I worry to see their faces grown ever more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. I shall let them know that you're awake, and when they come to see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they're in a collapse of exhaustion. Ah, and our own Moran has been a little better, I'm afraid. My voice actor didn't read that properly. He hasn't left the cabinet, too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tome or another. I like how Doobie's just jumping around in the background whilst I'm exploring. Classic Doobie. Am I going the right way? No. Boo. Hello, Alton. Long time no speak. No to wait, bro. Oof. Major oof. F in the chat. Oof, oof, oof. Oofity, oofity, oof. Just because it's been bugging me every time I walk past.
Easiest quest ever. Oh, I'm ready for the next one, apparently. No, I can't. Oh, great, now that's on my fucking journal and I can't get rid of it until whenever that is ready. Guess I need to go up a floor. Yeah, get them nuts. I missed the Crystarium theme. Like, I know it's only just changed, but that's how impactful the Crystarium theme is. Especially the nighttime version. Oh good, the nuts. It took me too many dats to hit 3,000 and I cried when I spent them all. Final Fantasy XIV nutshell when? Well, the 13 nutshell's finished, so it's the next one, I guess. Ah, fuck's sake, I hate the Crystarium. You're making me sad. Nutshell. Yeah, they're not really nutshells anymore, are they? I should really start calling them parodies, but I don't know, the word nutshell has become so iconic on my channel, it would feel wrong to change it now. Hell, we might even have to call the Resident Evil 2 parody Resident Evil 2 in a nutshell. Except it won't be a nutshell, because it'll be like our Resident Evil 1 parody. This is the only thing I don't like about this expansion. This area is always... I always get lost. And I know it's just a simple area. So I know it's just me. Nutshells, parodies. It's an excellent means of evoking emotion in the player. Just a subtle change of music with the loss of night. Yeah. It's definitely making me feel a bit low. Yeah, where does do that? Yeah, moron. Confound it. This says the same thing as the last. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Rab, is it truly you and not some figment of my imagination? Feeling otherwise helpless, I've been scouring our shelves for the wisdom to explain this most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the Light Wardens defeated, has the light returned to the obscured sky? I must have pored over 100 tomes, but no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch, and thus do I feel its absence all the more keenly. Now that you are awake, however, I am hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Catalyst, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean in preparations for battle. Though against what foe, we are as yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief. Get lost, that's an F right there. Major oof, King Rab! I never saw someone struggling so bad in the Crystarium walking around instead of using Aetherites. Yep, that's our Rabby. Do. Too many YouTubers do parodies, but you're the one known for nutshells because you've made it your own personal thing. All nutshells are parodies, but not all parodies are nutshells. Ah, yes, the old a ship can carry a boat, but a boat cannot carry a ship. It's one of my favourite sayings. I know it's a very random saying. So yeah, the whole nutshell concept actually isn't totally mine. I think the whole concept of just cutting through the game randomly, like with random static cuts like I do, I think that's been done before. The idea kind of came from this one person who used to do animations, I remember, that I think they were called... I can't remember what the person's name was, but the concept was things like Sonic Adventure 2 in like 2.5 minutes, and it just sits through the games with chipmunk voices. And they were quite amusing for the time, but they've aged very badly. So I kind of built on that concept a little bit. I am like terrible with a map, so you know that doesn't help either. I seem to have lost Doobie. He's not jumping around randomly in the background anymore. I remember that. Maria dies. Ah, yes, Rab, you remember the Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Heroes in like 2 minutes. They were like really... I think I might watch them again later, just for nostalgia's sake. Rab, alive and well, I see. You gave us all a proper fright, you know that? Not a day's gone by that I haven't heard folk worrying what's to become of you or the Exarch. Anyway, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. You're not planning on striking out straight away though, are you? I was hoping to have a better look at your equipment. If we'd been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won the day and the Exarch would still be here. Don't think so. As such, we're keeping busy consulting each other on new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess the gear we're trying to improve. I took Farir back to Genova. You hopped worlds. And hello, Nicole Garrett. Congratulations on making a stream. Aye, well, that's some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we'd need to experiment with different patterns and materials, and I'm not sure we have that kind of time. That sounds like a challenge he would enjoy, is what I assumed his voice would be like. Nice haircut. Greetings, Glenard. The Master of the Stairs is running his own errands now, is he? Aye, well, my servers are distraught enough as it is, and I didn't want to crack the whip too hard. But never mind that. I'm thinking our absent genius and his epiphanies are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours. And by genius, you mean old Grenold? He is a man of unrivaled gifts, I won't argue with you there. But what good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen nigh hide nor hair of Grenold since he wandered off some years ago. You know what he's like. Once he latches on to an idea, he's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I'd wager he'll show up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many the tale I've heard told strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. We'll keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you do encounter Grenold, you'd be wise to take advantage of his brilliance, rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. This is all talk when you're fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convalescing, okay? Before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over here in the first place. I don't suggest partaking of my stock until you're properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, then I've a regular who's eager to meet you. I'd best be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart, it seems, doesn't mean we have to follow suit now, does it? Here, here. We can't forget the heart upon which this city was founded, or the Exarch might not have much of a home to return to. Do. Lol, that gear sucks, but it's easy to get at least. Katniss looks at you with a concerned eye. Rab, are you alright? I think a return to your sickbed might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower next to the rookery. This downward sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery, but the Exarch often liked to stand there and feel the wind upon his face. So basically she's telling me to go brood. And sort of angst. You know, like they do in movies. Ow. My kneecaps. Oh, I have a horrible feeling I was supposed to be up there. Oh no, it looks like there's stairs up there. I think this... yeah, this has got to be it. Brooding is a proven therapy method in fantasy games.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight.
But
I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky. Knowing what it means to everyone. And that you're responsible.
yeah, it feels pretty shit, not gonna lie. Secrecy is worse. I'd rather people knew.
If you're thinking of coming clean, don't. It might make you feel better, but it would make things 100 times worse for them. They're better off not knowing.
Damn, dude, clean your axe.
You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet.
Definitely gonna make some jokes about that axe when I get to this expansion in the Nutshell series. Now I must look to the sky, as a Final Fantasy hero does.
I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice, one last fight, one last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. We'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burned so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive.
Bro fist.
Well, come on then.
Don't leave him hanging. Punches through his fist. Oh.
As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence.
Fist me, bro.
My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours.
Hey, come on now. You're not a minor character. Not to me.
I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
You should change your name to Bro, but... because you're a real bro. Sorry, Alphino, you've been replaced.
You were up here all alone,
Oh no.
fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie.
Don't you have, like, a Titania to be?
Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours.
Get out of my swamp. I mean, my outlook.
My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Il Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them.
Do I want to become king of the pixies?
What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower?
Oh, hey.
Oh, my dear beloved sapling, you are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place.
If you would have said yes, you would have had to use a Scottish accent for the rest of your days. Oh, aye. I'm the warrior of light. I've got a wee bit of ether in my body. It's fucking me right up.
Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue.
You're talking out of your wee little arse, girlie. My Scottish accent seems to have evolved into an Irish accent. It always does.
You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
That was a nice tender moment. It's true. Going to Brood always fixes everyone's problems in an RPG. Still got a bit more time, so I'll see if I can get a few more of these missions banged out. One thing is, bet I've got to be a long way away from either the next dungeon or boss or whatever is next. I think it's a dungeon next. I'm not sure. What am I looking for? Gather information on the Crystal Exarch. Okay. What am I looking for? This dude over here would be a good start. You have a lot of time till the next dungeon. Oof. Oof! Am I right, King Rab, if you're still there? I don't know. I can only do a stereotypical Canadian accent, which just means you say bud a lot and end a lot of sentences with A. Ooh, I'm a Canadian, eh? That's about as far as my Canadian accent goes.
Oh, I did not expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you have not come in search of an Amaro. What do I know of the Crystal Exarch? I am happy to share, but I fear there will be no surprising revelations. As any in the city could tell you, he is a man of wisdom and compassion and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Crystarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. He has imposed no restrictions upon us, but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons pass. A comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, because one day the Crystal Tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived.
A clue. Oh, I'm getting a raging clue. My clue's pointing over here now. To be fair, the next area is actually one of the best after you get to the bottom left part of the map. Oh, aye. Right. I'm gonna go do this library one, because I know I always forget where this one is. I love that you can just tap L1 and you will auto-run in one direction. Oh, a clue! Oh man, it is cold in here. We have to go get a blanket. Winter time in England sucks balls. Let me guess, I'm going to be talking to Moron. Sorry, I mean Moran. Yeah, I knew it'd be Moron. Music in the final zone is great. Oh, there was something else you needed. If you've come for the results of my research into the persistent of light, I'm afraid there's little to tell as of yet. Records pertaining to the Exarch? Well, I need no documentation to relay what little I know of his history, if that is what interests you. Less than a decade had passed since the coming of the Flood when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. Its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be they locals who had lost their homes, or Verbites fleeing their ruined kingdom, and together did they found the city which would become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, for he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy of our royal address. Thus did the people consider his scintillating skin so alike to the tower he had summoned, and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, 'twould seem that it's a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Yo, it's Grahatia, trust me. Auto-run is the #1 reason early pulls and wipes happen. Every time I early pull, it's because I put my controller down and hit flesh by mistake. Oh, hang on. My phone's ringing. Hello? Hello? I think that's got to be the worst kind of cold calling, you know, when the phone rings, you pick up, you say hello, hello, and then the phone just clicks and, you know, they've hung up. I just don't know what the purpose of that kind of cold calling is. If it's a scam, I'm not sure what the scam is. Lyrics. The purpose is usually to try and get your voice so that they can hear it, and so that they can use it for other scams. It's identity theft. What, just from hearing me say hello? I've never actually considered that before. How very interesting. Do 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 do. Hang on a second, let me just adjust my position. There we go, much better. Rab, it's as good to see you awake and alert, my friend. What's this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I'm not sure how much I can tell you, considering we avoid asking too many questions. Unspoken rule and all that. If anyone has fresh insights to share, it'd be Captain Lena, I'd say. She lost her parents to an Eater attack not long after she was born, and the Exarch saw her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard, not that our proud captain would ever let it show. If you do decide to talk to Lena, she'll be at her usual post at the Ascensor Gate. Which I believe is... yeah. Just off the Fort Job. A tank is never late, nor is he early. He pulls precisely when he means to. That's a good quote. I think I'll use that somewhere. Ooh, I get to show off my mounts again in the stream. This has been a long time coming. Ooh, it's a regalia.
But when the night has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Beep beep. Rab, I was not told you had woken. A welcome surprise. Now, if only the Exarch was returned to us. That was almost a prequel meme there. He was taken by this rival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned they had an idea where to find him, and so I bristled when they asked for patience. I did not understand their hesitation until I saw that you had fallen. Only then did I realize that I had no business rushing ahead. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moments before he left to join you in Calucia, the Exarch entrusted me with a key. It opens a door in the ocular to a chamber known as the Umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower, into which only Exarch himself is permitted to enter. Revelation. He bid me allow none into the tower once he had departed. Only in an event that the army of Eaters descended upon the city was I to access the Umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but a battle with Falfrey loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. Sorry, I was just yawning there. Noxus is boring just because I'm tired. Since then, however, that moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recall the look upon his face, he knew that some terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, Rab, I need to know what he feared. What battle you and your companions are truly fighting? Where do I fucking start? Yeah, I'm not telling her. Forgive me. I trust in the Exarch, and I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. But you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? Ah, I see. I am not the only one who burns for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of Eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. Do 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 do. Lena urges you to follow her. A lot of discussion in the chat there about elderly people. Seem to have missed a beat there. Come, meet me in the ocular, and I will unlock the door within. You know, technically I knew him before you, so you should really be giving me the key, and I should just, you know, go on my own, but we'll do it your way, Lena. I can't wait to fix the music here. The etc. 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 Master Rab, the captain said to expect you.
I have unlocked the door to the Umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
Dude needs a bookcase. What am I looking for?
A moment to collect my thoughts. Thy true name is Grahatia, then.
So that's how you pronounce it.
By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the dwarf gear, guys. I need to sort out my gear and maybe get a glamour. But I thought using glamour is not really lucrative at this moment in time.
Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I'm sure.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds.
Oh no, time travel.
Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes. And thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th umbral calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. It is all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only man who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. But thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years, bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Cid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was him. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread.
Yep, that's me. Good old reliable wall.
Where others would stumble and fall, he would rise above. Where others would break and run, he would carry on. The Warrior of Light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were his deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights.
Oh, shucks.
And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light himself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. He was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to him. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice. 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Nympphilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me, but in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
This is a long cutscene.
Is this truly thy wish?
It's very interesting though, a lot of backstory getting revealed here.
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good, although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
Kick some Ascian ass, I guess.
We should be on our way. Ascian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia, too. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Sorry I was quiet during all that cutscene. I was obviously trying to absorb all that information because that was quite a lot of exposition there. Am I very close to unlocking the next area? You wish to know the way to the Tempest? You mean the sea itself and not the island of Calusia? If you make a request to the Tamers, they will provide you with an amaranth, but... Do you mean to leave right this moment, alone? I am not sure that... Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessings of the Shadow, and I shall await your safe return. Cool, I get to go on my own. We solo him. A lot of discussion about glamours in the chat. So, someone mentioned glamour plates. I've never quite understood how they work. I'm led to believe they're like a set of glamours you can put on literally anything, so it doesn't matter that basically you're not tying the glamour outfit to one particular set of armour, which is what I did, which is now why the Dark Knight armour I started this game with, this expansion with, has now been sort of, you know, made redundant. Okay, so I'm just gonna get to this next quest marker and then I will probably call it a day there. Just because I've been informed that I'm about to unlock a new zone and I've been streaming for quite a while and I am getting close to my allotted time for this particular stream. Okay, so I'm going upstairs, I think. You require an arrow. Just a moment, and I shall saddle our swiftest beast to fly you to the island. The open water? To the depths of a tempest? Our arrow can swim, yes, but to reach the ocean floor... Uh-oh.
Ah, we have found thee. Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste. By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Yep. Exposition headache.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses. When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare.
This is like the second time he's done this.
And it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not?
Yep.
If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
I forgive you. Let's go. Come on. It's not the first time you've done this. It's kind of expected of you, Urianger.
I thank thee. Doubt not but that I will do all in my power to repay thy kindness and fulfill the Exarch's wishes.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea.
No one asked you.
Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianger. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here, at least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Damn, Alize.
Alize, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Of course I know! I know only too well! But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer. And every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in his way now. Not after failing him in his hour of need. No! The least we can do is...
Damn, the Oscar goes to Alize's voice actress.
We will go with you as well. There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Are we all in agreement then?
Is there aught we could do to help?
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
You told them!
No. Well, not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
Ah, my voice that I gave for you was completely different.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive. And I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, it was clear it was no ordinary visitor.
I cannot take those helmets seriously.
That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement. That's right.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O warrior of darkness?
I wish Tola. Defend the Crystarium until we return. Is my option there. Okay, so I've now reached the end of my allotted streaming time, and this is a good place to stop anyway, I've been informed. So thank you all for tuning in. I've had quite a lot of people come in and watch today, which is quite nice. Had a quite active chat stream, so I'm actually thoroughly pleased with how today went out. So yeah, hopefully the next one won't be too far off, but yeah, so we'll be going to the new zone next time. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Later!